Hello students, very good morning. We are learning the chapter metals and non-metals. In the previous class, we have learnt about physical properties of metals and non-metals. In today's class, we shall discuss about some chemical properties of metals. Chemical properties of metals means, so what happens when metals react with other chemicals? For example, what happens when metal react with the water, and what happens when metals react with the oxygen or air, and what happens when metals react with the acids or metal oxides or metal salts. Okay, but according to your latest syllabus, so only this property is there. What happens when metals react with acids? So some of the metals like aluminum, copper, iron, lead, magnesium, zinc and sodium, we can take example for metals. Okay. So we are reacting the metals with the acids. So example for acids, you can give nitric acid, sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid. Mainly we'll take these three acids. What happens when metals react with the acids? Metals acids ಜೊತೆ react ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So there is an reaction here when any metal react with the dilute acids, not concentrated acids, dilute acids. So it will give salt and hydrogen. Okay, this is the general reaction for when metals react with the acids. Okay, here in place of metal you can take examples like calcium, magnesium, sodium, like that. And in place of dilute acids, so dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, dilute nitric acid, so that you can take. So the salt and hydrogen which comes the result of this reactants. Okay, the resultant of reactants are called as product, that is salt and hydrogen. Now we'll take one example. Students, now I am taking example that in place of metals, I'll write magnesium. Okay, magnesium is a metal, Mg. Right. So when we react it with the dilute acids, I'm taking hydrochloric acid example. Hydrochloric acid. The formula is HCl. Right. So when magnesium metal reacts with a dilute hydrochloric acid, so what will be the result? So we will get, so as I written, we will get a salt, that is magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. Okay, so I can write it. Hydrogen we will get magnesium chloride and hydrogen. So the formula of magnesium chloride is MgCl2 plus H2. So this is the product of this reaction. Okay, when metals, example magnesium, react with a dilute acid, that is hydrochloric acid, so it will give salt. The salt name is magnesium chloride and the hydrogen. Okay, Mg reacts with the HCl, gives rise to MgCl2 plus hydrogen. Okay, this is the reaction of when metals reacts with the acids. Now you have to balance this, right? So MgCl2, this reaction is not balanced. So 2 HCl, so MgCl and H2. Now it is balanced. Magnesium, hydrogen and chlorine is balanced now. Let's take another example. Zinc reacts with the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. So it gives what? Salt, that is zinc chloride and hydrogen. So the formula is Zn plus HCl, hydrochloric acid. So it will give ZnCl2 plus H2. Here you have to balance, that is 2. Okay, so Zn plus 2 HCl gives rise to ZnCl2 plus H2. This is the reaction. Okay, let's take in another acid as an example. Okay, zinc reacts with a sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. So it will give a salt, zinc sulfate, and hydrogen. Okay, when zinc reacts with a sulfuric acid, it is an acid. Okay, when it reacts with zinc, so it will give zinc sulfate and hydrogen. Okay, now we'll write the formula. Zinc plus H2SO4. This is the formula for sulfuric acid. So when it reacts with zinc, so it will give ZnSO4 plus H2. Okay, so when zinc reacts with the sulfuric acid, it will give zinc sulfate and hydrogen. So here the equation is balanced. Students, you can write the equations for the reactions of magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron with a dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid. Alva ನೀವೇ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಈ ತರ. Zinc when reacts with a H2SO4 or zinc reacts with a HCl, it will give the zinc chloride and zinc sulfate. In the same way, you can write the reactions for magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron. Take nitric acid as an example. Okay, HNO3 means nitric acid. When a metals react with a nitric acid, it will produce zinc nitrate, nitrous oxide and water. Okay, so this is an exceptional case what we have studied earlier. Okay, here this hydrogen gas is not evolved, right, when a metal reacts with a nitric acid. So it is because HNO3, it is a strong oxidizing agent. It oxidizes the hydrogen producer and it is form the water. So and itself get reduced to any other nitrogen oxide. Okay, means NO2 or NO. These are the two oxidizing forms of nitrogen oxide. Okay, but there is another exceptional case. Okay, ನಾವು nitric acid ನ metals ಜೊತೆ react ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ hydrogen evolution ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Instead, they'll produce zinc nitrate and nitrogen oxide and water is released. Okay, there are other two exceptions. One more is magnesium and manganese. Okay, so these, but manganese and magnesium react with very dilute HNO3 to evolve the hydrogen gas. Okay, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, so in case if they react with the HNO3, okay, they'll produce hydrogen gas is evolved. It is why because of based on the reactivity. Okay, the reactivity decreases. Okay, next in the next part I'll explain what is a reactivity series. Okay, based on the reactivity they'll react. Okay, now I'll write the order of the reactivity: magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron. Okay, so these highly reactive compared to the aluminium, and aluminium is highly reactive when compared to zinc, and zinc is highly reactive compared to this iron. So based on this reactivity, they'll produce. Even here manganese. Okay, since they have a high reactivity, magnesium and manganese, they'll react with a nitric acid. Since these aluminium, zinc and iron have less reactivity compared to this magnesium and manganese, they'll react with the nitric acid, then they will evolve H2. So here, so there is no evolution of H2 gas. Instead, they will form so NO2 or NO, and water is released in case of these metals. But in case of manganese and magnesium, they'll produce H2 and a salt. Right. So this is about the reactivity series and what happens when metals react with the acids. Next is reactivity series of metals. In the chapter 1, you have learnt about displacement reaction, right? So that is metals, more reactive elements or metals will displace the less reactive metals from their compounds in a solution, right? So what, how can you see that this is more reactive and this is less reactive metal? And we have seen in the previous section that all the metals are not equally reactive with the acids, alva. So nitric acid jote yav tar react aito, the magnesium and manganese, so they will evolve hydrogen gas. But other metals like zinc, iron, so these cannot evolve the hydrogen. Instead, they will produce nitrogen oxide and a hydrogen. So why it is considered as more reactive and less reactive? This study by this. There is an activity here to show the reactivity of metals. Okay, that this blue color solution, that is copper sulfate solution. Okay, we have dipped 2 iron nails in the copper sulfate solution. Okay, leave it for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and take out these nails, iron nails. What you can observe, so you can see that these iron nails became like a rusted one. Okay, rust agiro tara gotagutte. And so after removing these iron nails, this copper sulfate blue color solution turned into so pale color. Pale means light, very light. So what happened here? So iron nails, when you dipped into the copper sulfate solution, so this iron also changed its color, and the copper sulfate solution become very light or even colorless. So according to you, which metal, whether copper or iron, is more reactive? Okay, by seeing this table, you can see that. So in this, so we have arranged the metals according to their reactive series. More reactive elements are at the top and the less reactive metals are at the bottom. Okay, we have arranged it in the form of decreasing order of their reactivity. So check now, iron is here and the copper is here. So zinc is more reactive than a copper. So what happened in the nail? Okay, in nail and a copper sulfate solution here, so more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. It means the iron replaces the copper. What happens? Instead of copper sulfate solution, it will form iron sulfate. Okay, so that is about the reactivity series. So this reactivity series is a list of metals arranged in order of their decreasing activities. And after performing this displacement experiment, so the following series known as the reactivity or activity series has been developed. Andre now displacement reaction mele, so we can consider which is more reactive and which is less reactive. Okay, now you see here potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver and gold. Okay, this is a decreasing order of the metals are based on their reactivity series. So you know that this sodium is highly reactive, which we done the experiment in the lab, right? So sodium metal na ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಫುಲ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತದು. So that is highly reactive. This potassium and sodium is highly reactive when compared to all. The least metal which is reactive is gold. This is based on performing the experiments of what happens when all these metals react with the oxygen, metals react with the water, metals react with the acid. So based on that, they have formed a one standard protocol, that is based on the decreasing order of the reactivity. There's one more interesting thing, that is aqua regia. Okay, so the only liquid which can dissolve the gold. You know that gold cannot be dissolved by any acids, any oxides, or any water. Okay, so it is dissolved only in aqua regia. In Latin, it is called as royal water. ಇದನ್ನ ರಾಯಲ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So it is nothing but it is freshly prepared mixture of concentrated hydrochloric acid. Okay, concentrated hydrochloric acid and concentrated nitric acid in the ratio 3:1. For example, if you want to dissolve gold, so take 75 ml of hydrochloric acid and 25 ml of nitric acid. That is 3:1 ratio. So it can dissolve the gold. Even though neither of these acids can do so alone. It means, so alone hydrochloric acid alone cannot dissolve the gold, and nitric acid alone cannot dissolve the gold. So by the mixture of this hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, you can dissolve the gold. So that is called as, that chemical is called as aqua regia. Okay, so aqua regia is a highly corrosive, okay, and fuming liquid. Fuming ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So fuming liquid, and it is one of the few reagent that is able to dissolve the gold and platinum. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಮ್ ನ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು ಈ ಅಕ್ವಾ ರಿಜಿಯಾ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಕ್ವಾ ರಿಜಿಯಾ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ದಟ್ ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್, ನಾಟ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕ್ಲೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ nitric acid na use ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, so in the ratio of 3:1, so we can dissolve the gold. So this is about what happens when metals react with the acids and the reactivity series. I hope you have understood. Thank you.